tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna count the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All of them are business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna count the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it out. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer it out. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey,
on 1st and 10, it's Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looking to throw. He's got Mason complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, right back to Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chase Young in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for 2nd place all time.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go. And
he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Right back to Brown. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Rich. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This is Brown going up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hall on a give up the middle. And he spins past him and into space. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's #3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to #1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try and run right on the option. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll decide to keep this once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rich over the middle, complete. That's Townsend. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Draw play for Brown, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Rich. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. Rich. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They run it with Hall off the option.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
So the quarterback able to keep the play alive with his feet and then have the poise to make the touchdown pass.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one totally. Not just the poise, but being able to keep his eyes downfield, because often when a quarterback starts to move around, they're moving around to run the football. Not in this case, moved around to keep the play alive, to find an open receiver. Bingo.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Rich. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Throwing on first down. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. On first down, Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Operating from the gun, Rich. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Commanders will
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Operating from the gun, Rich. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He gets it underneath to Hall. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 6-3 with the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come on.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On the handoff, this is Brown. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Off the play fake. Rich. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They give it to Brown. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rich. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Go, ready, go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Oh, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fights through him. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throw left side complete. That's Mason. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 2nd and 4. 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these 2 teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Option play, here's Hall. Hall has it knocked loose, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Right back to Brown, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.